Hey guys, what's up? What is up, humans of Earth? Greg here at the Vinyl Rundown. Got a bunch of records to show you that I got at the Goodwill, maybe some other thrift stores. Here we are in the COVID lockdown, and I have been going to the Goodwill. And I got so many records in the last 2 months. I've shown some of them, and I'm going to do a dedicated video right now just for your favorite genre. Classical. That's right. Why classical? To separate that from the jazz and the rock. So if you hate classical, you go watch that video and not this one. Who hates classical? Come on. Not a very well represented genre on the vinyl community here. But let's give it a go. What we're listening to now, if you can hear it, hopefully it's not blocked by the copyright demons, because it's a weird European thing. This is a 10-inch, not a 12-inch. It's Sergei Prokofiev doing, what's he doing? Symphony number 7. And it's all in Spanish, I guess. So this was, what, 99 cents? The bargain bin at my local record store. Love the cover. And sounds alright. Prokofiev, Russian composer I like a lot. By the way, classical music is your best value at thrift shops, because you can go to the thrift shop any day of the week and find all kinds of classical. People just kind of leave it behind. And the people who donate a lot of records to thrift shops, old people, deceased people, they don't have a lot of great rock and roll at 80, and not much jazz, but they do have a lot of classical. So you can find good classical in good condition, in plastic sleeves, pretty commonly. If you understand it, you can develop a taste for it. How about Glenn Gould doing Beethoven Piano Concerto number 1 and Piano Sonata number 14 on Columbia. And you're going to ask about eyeballs. How many eyeballs does it have, Greg? It has 0 eyeballs because it's the Odyssey, which is sort of the cheapo budget imprint from Columbia. But anything with Glenn Gould that I see that's in decent shape, I'm usually going to pick up. Do we know what year this is? Something about 1958, so this is probably a re-release. And, anything with a cover this modern with Glenn Gould, probably a re-release, because his main stuff was in the 50s. And a lot of this is budget stuff. This is another budget record. The Seraphim imprint on Angel. Seraphim is another word for angel. So this is the budget imprint for Angel Records. Mstislav Rostropovich is a lovely, I guess he's a Russian cellist. There he is. You can see the very cheap packaging here. $2 I pay. That's highway robbery. Mstislav Rostropovich doing the Dvorak Cello Concerto in B minor is a good piece of music. I probably have a couple of copies of that. Other recordings. And do we know what year? I don't know. We gotta get through these faster, guys. We don't have all day here. Oh my god, 2 in a row of the same cellist. What are the odds of that? Total coincidence. Rostropovich doing a much rarer piece of music. Richard Strauss. Cello Sonata by Beethoven. Pretty rare piece. Got that for 99 cents. And it's the kind of thing where, yeah, I'll check it out for 99 cents. I don't know that piece of music, but I like Beethoven. And I like Strauss. Richard Strauss, the same guy who wrote the 2001 Also Sprach Zarathustra theme. It's spelled Richard, but we Germans say Richard Strauss. I'm not German. What else can I tell you? Angel EMI records, 99 cents. More 99 cents. Uh-oh, what's going on here? There's no... Oh my goodness, we got a sleeve problem, guys. You ever have a sleeve that gets stuck up in the special... Do not make any jokes about the condom that fell off, because that would not be appreciated, and that would bring back bad memories for some people. Not me, of course. This crappy round edge sleeves. They fall off when you jam it in. Okay, what do we have here? Sorry for that. Schubert. String Quartet in C major. I don't know the Budapest Quartet. I guess I know them. I don't know. Bernard Heifetz, cellist. Is that Jascha Heifetz's brother? I don't know. Ooh, it says Columbia 360 sound. That means it's probably gonna have eyeballs. 2 eyes. 2 gray eyeballs for your Columbia. For those Columbia fans keeping track at home. Schubert's cool. I like me some Schubert. Here's an unusual record. Rossini doing string sonatas. Everyone thinks of Rossini as 1812 Overture, and they don't really know that much of his... Did I say 1812 Overture? I meant William Tell Overture, which is also known as the Lone Ranger theme. But this is a rare piece of music that most people are not familiar with. I wasn't familiar with it, but I listened to it. It's nice. I Musici is the Italian string band, and this is an imported from Europe on the Philips label from the Netherlands. And that's a good quality vinyl and everything. Check this out. You've never seen this before. A plastic sleeve that's got advertising of other classical records on it. I've never seen that before. And I've got that record, Bruckner. And what else is inside here? That's the only one I think I have. I know you're excited about that. Philips, which is one of the 3 classical labels owned by Polygram. Get in there. Please get in there. Shove it in there. There we go. Ah, okay, it's in. One of the other labels owned by Polygram is Deutsche Grammophon for the Germans, for the Germanophiles. I may have showed this before. Mozart Symphony 40 by Karl Bohm. Symphony 40 and 41, the Jupiter Symphony, Berlin Philharmonic. That's a quality record. Oh, $2. Might have been on sale, but I don't think that's a tulip one, but it doesn't have the tulips, but still, $2. Classic piece by Mozart. There's a weird texture thing going on this cover. What is all that? I do not know. I'm no expert. What are you going for $2? Give me a break. Ravel Bolero, classic piece. Everybody knows that. Herbert von Karajan with the Berlin Philharmonic. Mussorgsky. Okay, I said it wrong. Mussorgsky wrote Pictures at an Exhibition, and Ravel orchestrated it. But then Ravel's Bolero's on the other side. And do we have a year on this? Can't tell. $2 at the Goodwill. Get through these quickly. Oh, hey, is Rob at Sound Strange watching? Can somebody wake up Rob in Spain? It's the Sound Strange channel. Because he digs Ioannis Xenakis, which is a modern 20th century strange guy. And I haven't actually heard of these other musicians. This is another $2 at the record store. I can't even begin to pronounce the name of this person right here. I'm going to begin. Andrei Bokurechlev for 2 pianos and only 54 percussion instruments. That's got to sound radical. I haven't listened to this carefully. I listened to it briefly, but piano piece by Xenakis is called Irma. And this is a label I'm not too familiar with. Well, it's Angel. Give me a break. It's Angel, but it's on some weird imprint called Music Today, which would be modern music today. You know, it's 100 years old. We got some more Schubert here. Schubert string quartets by the Gabrieli Quartet. And this is 1977, Decca. Decca is a classic label, London. But again, it's a cheap budget imprint. The Treasury series is the cheapest stuff. So if the regular records would have been $9.99, the budget stuff would have been $4.99. In the 70s, we're talking. That means it's not the high-end artists, not the high-end... What's this? Why is this here? I don't know. Somebody's missing a sleeve. Oh, it's probably for this one, because the record is missing and it's on the turntable. Francois Couperin, who's a famous harpsichord dude. This is that other cheapo label, Musical Heritage Society. You guys see these in used record stores all the time. Piles of Musical Heritage Society stuff. Obscure pieces of music, obscure artists. Robert Véron Lecroix, never heard of him. And this is a pretty obscure piece of music. And they're cheapo packaging, no pictures. A buck. How about Mozart? Piano Concertos 21 and 24. Cleveland Orchestra, etc. Columbia. Eyeball check. You guys want to know about eyeballs, probably, right? 2 eyeballs. Columbia, gray, 2 eyeballs. And year, I don't know. What year? I don't know. Kind of go fast because I'm losing half the crowd here. You're all falling asleep with all this classical stuff, aren't you? This was at the Goodwill. A big stack of Baroque music at the Goodwill. This is Vivaldi from the Historical Anthology of Music, the Bach Guild. That sounds very similar to these people. They sound like their Christmas parties are probably a blast, don't you think? The Bach Guild. Vivaldi doing a bunch of concertos, rare stuff. I mean, Vivaldi had a bazillion concertos. And these are ones that aren't necessarily famous. Okay, the Vanguard label. They're kind of well known. The Vanguard label. That's also the label that does PDQ Bach. Okay, we're moving right along here. This does not belong in this pile, but I was listening to it for my Sonny Rollins project. Sonny Rollins, Kenny Dorham, Art Blakey, Monk, Prestige. $1.99, people. That was way back in 1999 when people were throwing their vinyl away, and I was there to receive it. Okay, here's a weird record I just got for $1. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Bach motets. Motets are religious pieces of choral music, singing, you know. I just figured I'd give it a try because I don't have any Bach motets in my collection. It's a 2-record set. The lyrics are here. Anybody speak Latin? I'm a Jew, not a Catholic, so I don't know my Latin too well, even though I had 3 years of it in high school, junior high. We got some more Vivaldi up in here. Is this Vivaldi? Yeah. 6 concertos. And again, this is Archive. Resonance is one of these budget imprints from London. It's their budget label. 6 concertos. What's in here? It's got the same nice Archive silver label. And I listen to this. It's nice. It's the kind of stuff I throw on in the morning when I'm getting ready for work or I want to think, you know. That's me thinking. Bach harpsichord recital from George Malcolm. He's actually a pretty famous keyboardist. Chromatic Fantasy and Fugue. Toccata in D major, etc. Again, Treasury, cheapo stuff. 1961, re-released in 1979. So, there's more, guys. Can you just hang on? There is more in this classical cavalcade. Mozart Symphonies 22, 23, 24. This is not a budget record. This is a full-line regular release. 4 Symphonies by Academy of St. Martin in the Fields, Neville Mariner. He is one of the more respected people in that field of period piece, Mozart, etc. So this is a full price record. I put it in its own real sleeve. Philips, and that's probably made in 1979, the Netherlands. Philips in the Netherlands. As you know, I work for Philips. I went to the Netherlands. Okay. Argo. That's a high-end label. Frontline label. Vaughan Williams doing also Neville Mariner. What a coincidence. Green Sleeves, Fantasia on a theme by Thomas Tallis. Thomas Tallis, choral guy from the 1500s. And this is a European release. I'm not sure if I like this. I listened to it. It was a little sleepy. More Vivaldi. Who wants more Vivaldi? Again, the Seraphim label. Uh-oh. The record's over. It's stuck in the groove. I gotta flip it. You wanna watch a guy flip a record? Can you see? Ah, crap. Thank you for watching me flip the record over. Soloists of Milano. Bunch of concertos. I don't know much about this record, but I think I listened to it, and I think it was alright. I like Vivaldi. Oh my goodness. 2 in a row of Vivaldi. The Four Seasons everybody's heard of. But this is Herbert von Karajan with the Berlin Philharmonic. They're not exactly known as experts of Vivaldi because it's a big, heavy German orchestra. And Vivaldi's a light piece. So, but for $1, oh my goodness, $2. And this has the original sticker on it from when I used to work at Licorice Pizza in Los Angeles. $6.99 original. In 1978. Vivaldi's Four Seasons. Do you guys know the Four Seasons? One of them is called Summer. One of them is called Winter. You get the idea. Everybody knows that music. More von Karajan on Angel doing Weber and Wagner. I have like no Wagner in my collection, so I thought I'd pick this up. Got it at the Goodwill for probably $2 on Angel. Before he was on Deutsche Grammophon, he was on Angel. When his hair was darker. You can tell. The early Herbert was dark hair. Now he's gray hair. Now he's dead. 17 minutes of classical records from the bargain bin. $1 and $2 each. Why not? When you see that stuff at the Goodwill, check it out. The records are often very clean. Classical record collectors tend to take better care of their records than you rock and roll maniacs who are just throwing stuff all over the place. They're very meticulous, neat, maybe older, maybe an English professor with a tweed jacket and all that stuff. So classical records, you often find them very clean, you often find them in plastic sleeves, and it is the greatest music ever composed by world-class orchestras and performers. So you can't go wrong for $1 or $2. Guys, if this didn't bore you to death, if you're still awake after 18 minutes, why not consider subscribing to the Vinyl Rundown and leave your thoughts and comments? Have a great night, and I will check you later. Bye-bye.